What kind of rules are you playing by? You're looking to hire someone or fill a spot. What are you looking for? What does the role require? You're fitting a seat based on what is required for that seat. You're not looking at the person that you like most personally, or the person that you dislike maybe personally, or someone that was really good at one job. It doesn't mean they fit the next one. So define what success looks like. Plug and play the right person in the right seat, and then give them the guidelines to get the success in place with the guardrails to protect them. But the expectation has to be met.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode of the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast is brought to you by Unlocking Greatness with Jacob Emery, a coaching community built for those ready to become the strongest version of themselves. Weekly calls, proven playbooks, and a community built to grow. Greatness is not given, it's unlocked. Join us today at jacobemery.com or DM coach at jacobemery44 on all social media platforms.
Let me tell you a hard truth. It's a really hard pill to swallow sometimes. Whenever you hire somebody and they're turning out to be a bad hire, it's normally not because they're incompetent. It's normally not that person's fault. And it's normally more about what you did or didn't do for that person to become successful. Throw them into the position, just went off a gut feeling because of you thought they would fit, you winged it, let them just go for it, and you hire them after a good conversation, maybe had some personal connection with them in the interview, only to pay for it down the road. It didn't work out, something bad happened, there was a mistake, whatever it may be. 6 months later down the road, not a good fit, not the right person, not the right seat, just didn't work out. Here's a different approach for that exact scenario. So sometimes you have to look at the hire, and then you have to look at what the person had as far as access to resources and tools to be successful in that job. Whenever we're looking at a area of failure in a business, I always go to the process first. Show me the process that the person followed, not the person and what they didn't do specifically. Show me the process. If they follow the process, is the process still the right thing? Is there anything missing? Does it need updated? Or is there a loophole in it where something may not have been updated? Maybe there's some training that needs done. Maybe they didn't follow the process, but the process being the first place to go. Secondly, then address the person. Do they fit the position that they're in? Were they hired in to do what they're doing? Are they good at it? Do they enjoy doing it? Is it something they aspire to get through this and go to the next place? Or are they in the middle ground right now? There's a lot of possibilities that that person might not be in the right seat. Normally, when we advance through a company, we advance because of our dedication, our work ethic, our availability. We get to a certain place based on effort. But then what happens when effort doesn't match skill? When you need the skill, regardless of the effort. If you're trying really hard, it doesn't mean you're actually able still to do the job. So at a certain point, when you progress, do you have the actual skills that it takes to do that job? Not just are you willing to put in the effort? So just imagine I pull up to the gas station in a Ferrari, get out, and there's nothing but diesel fuel for this Ferrari. So I put diesel fuel in it. No big deal, right? Not a big deal. Is diesel fuel bad? No, it's fine. But it doesn't run Ferraris. It runs semi-trucks and diesel engines. So I'm trying to run my Ferrari with diesel fuel. Not capable of doing it. It's not the right fit. Not going to work. Probably not going to make it very far out of the parking lot. It's going to spit, sputter. The engine's not going to work. It's probably going to blow up. So when that happens, whose fault was it? Did the person know that it wasn't diesel? Did the pump say that it was diesel, or did it say it was gasoline? Was there a mistake somewhere? What was the process of putting in the fuel? I know it sounds kind of crazy, but whenever someone is in a role, do they actually fit that role? If you have someone that doesn't like what they do, they're in the role because of commitment to being a hard worker or effort that was output for so many years. When I went from operating equipment to being a foreman, it was a completely different skill set, and they're right next to each other. Being a foreman is a lot about customer service. You have to be able to communicate well, lead a team, tell people what to do, think ahead, plan ahead, strategize, be quick on your feet, put out the fires, deal with the customers, deal with the people that are working for the customer that's paying you, do invoicing and billing and process. It's a lot different than sitting on a track hoe, putting pipe in the ground. There's a big correlation between the two, understanding the skill set it takes, but there's nothing similar in what you do on a daily basis. So you have to hire for the seat. Whenever you look at an organization, strategy and structure, what is the structure first? What is the ideal structure that you have? You don't put people into a business and build around the people. You build around the structure and then put the people in the right seats. Structure, then the seat. Build out the person. Find the structure that works, put the person in it. Why would you do this? Well, kind of like your Ferrari. If you can't find a gas station with actual gas and they don't have diesel, probably don't stop at that gas station. When you're driving the car, you know what needs to go inside of it. The right person for that car, the right fuel, is the gasoline that it takes, not the diesel fuel that you settle for. What happens when you settle for something? It blows up. So, what's the ideal way to find the right person for that seat? How do you define what success looks like? Do you have a in mind target? Is it very clear? Here's the expectations. Here's what it's required to be in the seat. Here's the playbook on how to be successful. And this are the expectations. Can you meet them? Yes or no? Yes. Perfect. You got 30 days to meet these expectations. And then you have another 30 days after that to meet them. And then you have a quarter or a year. Every position should have a clear understanding of what I'm supposed to do, what my roles and responsibilities are defined. What's the scorecard metric that I have to obtain? What's the one thing every week that I know I need to do that is the most important thing, non-negotiable no matter what? I have to hit this number. It might be just showing up every day. It might be working when you're supposed to work. It might be not showing up late. It doesn't matter what it is as much as you have the structure in place. What are my roles and responsibilities? What are the 5 things that I am required to do that I'm responsible for with the ownership of this role? It's not that you're just required to do a task. You own the role. You own the seat. You own the outcome. The outcomes are clear. The process to get there is clear. That is what a successful system looks like. What are the rules of the game? What kind of rules are you playing by? You're looking to hire someone or fill a spot. What are you looking for? What does the role require? You're fitting a seat based on what it's required for that seat. You're not looking at the person that you like the most personally or the person that you dislike maybe personally or someone that was really good at one job. It doesn't mean they fit the next one. So define what success looks like. Plug and play the right person in the right seat and then give them the guidelines to get the success in place with the guardrails to protect them. But the expectation has to be met. Down the road, what you'll figure out is you'll be able to pick up on things that are very obvious then compared to when you first started. Cues, feedback loops. What did the person say in response to this scenario? They might not be the right person. What did they say in response to this scenario? That might be your person. Making sure that you understand that scenario itself and what responses come back to you to see if they are or they are not that right person. Putting the wrong person in the right seat. The seat's right, the structure's right. You just don't have the right person in it. Doesn't mean that it's done for them. It doesn't mean they have to be fired. They just might not be in the right seat. There's a lot of situations that I've seen where people just start doing what they're supposed to be doing because they're not naturally good at this or that. Find out what they're good at. There's a ton of assessments you can take. A Colby Index is always one I require at a higher level or recommend at almost any level. How do you operate from a cognitive standpoint? Your natural instinct to take action. What's it look like? What do you focus on? What's the most important? Are you taking shortcuts? Are you multitasking? How are you with organization, with facts, with risk and uncertainty, with tangibles on projects? Look at the assessment as a guiding post. This is what I know about myself. This is what I know about the seat, and do they align? Get crystal clear on what the seat looks like, and then the person that needs to fill that role, what that looks like. Define the outcome, the clear vision, clear structure, clear accountability, and it will be a success. Right people, right seat. One of the hardest things to figure it out, but you have to hire, and it all starts there. Hiring with intent. If you're not intentional with your hiring, good luck. So I'll leave you with this. A bad hire can definitely cost you long term. It'll cost you more financially and the setback of getting that role filled again. Maybe lacking trust in that person that was reporting up. Manager that may be overseeing that person that was there before, they might have lost the faith from the team. Make sure that you're not winging it and just throwing someone in there. If it's up to interpretation, it is not a clear expectation. Make sure the expectations are clear so the criteria to be successful isn't disputable. It's not an interpretation. Black and white, yes or no. So stop winging it. Build out your playbook. Protect it altogether. Don't put diesel in your Ferrari.
Stop telling yourself one day. It isn't about one day, it's about day one. Today should be your day one. What you need isn't another day. What you need is clarity with the community to give you confidence to unlock your greatness. That's what the group coaching program is all about. Confidence, clarity, via commitment. Hit the show link in the notes. Let's start unlocking your greatness now, today.